Hello, thank you for tuning in and welcome to my crafting world. My name is Anna. So today I was looking through videos on YouTube and I did find a video that I really enjoyed. I will try to find it again and put the link down in the description box so you can see the original video, because this is not my idea. I am merely giving you my take on the tutorial that I saw. So I saw a video where it showed how to make stars, rosette stars. So I thought I'd give it a try, and since we are almost at 4th of July, it's Memorial Day, so pretty soon here. So I thought, well, we're gonna start getting into 4th of July swaps. So that's why I went ahead and put my twist on it. So this is a red, white, and blue, and it's got a little bit of silver in it. And I will show you how to do this in a minute here. And these are straws that I had gotten. I think I had gotten these at, I don't remember where I got these, but straws we can get everywhere. So this star actually has a straight edge. After you make your star, here's the very first one that I did. This blue kind of doesn't go with it, but I don't have any dark blue ink, so that's what I had. So your original stars, the edges are kind of curved, and you can make them straight. This is where, all you have to do is cut from one point to the other and it will come out straighter this way. But I kind of like the way this one looks. So anyway, but I like this one as well. But yeah, so when you're making it, I will show you at what point you should cut that. And here is another one that I made. And again, this was the only blue paper that I had. Actually, this is what I have left over from that blue paper. So I couldn't use it, the way I used the red one. I could only do one with that blue on there. And you guys know how that's done. I did put it through my die cut machine, and I used this right here. This is the die that I used for this, is Thinlits. Yeah, so I put it through the machine, and then I folded it, and it got that really pretty edge. And for this flower, I used the framelets. I used the large flower, and I cut this flower out with it. And then I did make this one as well, and like I said, I don't have any more blue paper, so I stickled blue on there. But what I should have done was I should have used a blue Sharpie and then stickled it. That's what I should have done, and that's an afterthought. But hey, they're done. So anyway, we're gonna make one together. So let me show you what we're gonna need. Okay, so for this rosette, the bigger rosette, I just took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I cut two 2-inch strips. So I can make the, of course, the bigger the rosette, the wider the rosette, the more the longer strip that you need. So to save time, I have already cut the strips, and I've already scored them. We score them at every 1/2 inch for the outer ring. So scored it 1/2 inch, and I didn't have any more blue paper because I've been playing with this all day. But so I did white, and then I just took my Sharpie and I painted a blue line on the outside, because I'm going to go ahead and start folding this, and hopefully I can stay in range. Because I didn't have any more blue paper, and I didn't have anything white, so I thought, well, you know what, I don't want it all white, but I'm going to go ahead and combine white and blue together, because I only have the one sheet of red, white, and blue. Okay, so this is my folded piece of cardstock for the outer ring, and I've already went ahead and did the next one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of range for a second here, and I am going to hot glue these two ends together. Okay, so bear with me for a second. Let me hot glue these together, just because I can use the wet glue. I just don't want it to warp at all. So, and I just put the glue on the wrong side of the paper. So I'm gonna have to cut that little piece off, and there we go. And glue it on again. Sorry guys, I put it on the wrong end. Okay, so here is my connection, and I want to line those lines up so that we have minimal distortion there. Okay, so you know, that's how you guys know how to make a rosette. So and I'm going to go ahead and connect these two sides. So again, I'm out of frame. I don't want to have my glue gun right next to me because I don't want to get burned accidentally. So there is that side. Okay, so let me go ahead and complete the outer ring. Let me get my mat here, my Ranger mat. Okay, so this is the outside, this is the inside, and let's go ahead and fold that down and in, and there is my rosette, the larger outer ring. So let me get my glue gun again and put a little bit of glue in the center there. And now I will close it up. Make sure that it's fanned out pretty evenly. I think it is. And we're gonna give it just a minute for it to go ahead and cool down and set. I normally have my little spatula here, so I can hold it down, because I don't like to put, of course, my finger right on it. And this is where you can fan it out a little more if you need to, and I think it's okay though. So yeah, I didn't think that Sharpie was gonna look that great, but it's not, you know, it's really not bad at all. Okay, so there's that. Okay, this is the outer one. And I'm not sure yet which straw I'm going to use, so I'm going to wait, and I'm not gonna put that on there just yet. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, so let me set this aside, and for the next ring, all I did was cut. I used this Sizzix Thinlits. I used this die right here, solid, you know, it'll cut out the solid piece, a scalloped circle. So here's my scalloped circle. That is going to go in the center right there. So I'm not going to glue that down just yet, because I don't like to glue them down until I know for certain that that's where it's going to go. So I'm going to wait for a second. But there's that piece. And then for the star itself, this is the last I have of the red, white, and blue sheet of paper that I had, because it was only the one. And I cut this. This is 12 by 1.5. Where's my ruler? Here it is. So I'm sorry, it's not 12. It's 11 by 1.5. Yep, 11 inches long, 1.5 inch wide. Okay, and this one we need to score at sorry guys, I got a phone call. Okay, so this one is 11 inches long and 1.5 inch wide. Some of the other ones, the first ones that I made, were 2 inches wide, so the star is bigger. But anyway, on this one, you score every 1/4 of an inch. Okay, this is the middle, this is the star, the actual star. So at this point, you need to decide what you want to be your pointy, you know, your star points. Do you want it to be this color or this color? Because it does make a difference. It's not like it's not like this. You can just switch it around. Either, you know, this would be the outer or this could be the outer. But this one you have to make a decision before you cut. So I want the blue to be my inner, on the inside of my star. I want the red to be outside. So to make the star, we've already scored it at 1.5, I'm sorry, at 1/4 of an inch, okay? Now I'm going to do this, I don't know which side is better. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'll see if, I'm going to try this side, okay? So, okay, you have your score lines, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna count your, you know, your score, your paper, excuse me. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 spaces, okay? That's 1. This is a little harder to see. Okay, so this one's a little bit better. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on that 4th one, you're gonna fold your paper in. Okay, so you see 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and you're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna start right here at this point, and you're gonna cut about the middle. Okay, so you take this and you cut a straight line to about the middle. Okay, and then you cut this piece off as well. Okay, so now you open it up, and that is the first point on your star. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you fold it over, and you're going to cut from this point to the center of the last one. Okay, there's that, and then again you're going to cut this off. You can open it up to cut it off. I just find it easier for me that way. Okay, so that's your next point. 1, 2. So we're going to do it 3 more times because it's a 5-point star. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fold it over. Cut. And then let me open it up and show you. And then cut there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, fold, and I like to make sure that my paper is all, you know, straight. So point to point, and then down. That one's a little bit crooked, but that's okay, it won't show. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, fold, cut, point to point, and then edge to point, right down the center. And then you are left over with a few bars. Now I guess you could cut, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, you could cut it this way so that they can line up, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fold just like any other rosette. It's really, I think this is, and this is not cardstock, this is paper. Therefore, when I did the score lines, I didn't press down very hard. I didn't want to tear my paper because it was the last strip of red, white, and blue paper I had. You know, I don't have a lot of solid colored papers, cardstock. Okay, we're nearing the end. Okay, and the girl in the video left, she left those last pieces on there. You know, and I didn't take a really good look to see, you know, what it looked like. But I'm gonna cut some of those off. Okay, I'm gonna fold them, but I'm gonna fold most of them. Okay, sorry about the background noise. Sounds like my son is choking over there. Okay, so here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so as you know, we have to glue these together. So what I'm going to do is I am going to probably cut right here, and then let me cut right there first. Cut right here. Okay, and then this will go right there. So it's that continuous fold. See? So I am going to go ahead and glue this down. Left my hot glue right next to me. Again, because I really don't like to use the wet glue on rosettes. Okay, and there is that. And I am going to snip that off. Okay? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry if you can hear my son. He's being so silly. Okay, there we go, guys. Okay, so now let me zoom you back out. Sorry. Okay, I'll zoom you back out and let us glue this together. Okay, I don't want to push down because I don't want to smash the points. So we do it this way. Okay. Again, you just flip it over, and then we need that glue right in the center, and then hold this down. I'm gonna get my little spatula so I can make sure that these are spread out well enough, or even. They look pretty even to me. And this is where you would cut if you wanted the straight edge. This is where you would cut after you glue this. You would cut your star from point to point to make it pointier, to make it straighter, and it's not so, the edges aren't so round. Okay, so this isn't quite, it's still a little warm. Okay, so now I'm gonna see what that looks like. I'm gonna put that on there. Put this, you know what, I think I had said I wanted the blue on the inside and I didn't do that, but that's okay, that's not bad. Okay, and then what am I gonna use for the center? Could use a flower, but let me see if I have any. Yep, I do have a blue one in here. Let me see how that looks. Oh, that looks cute. I kind of like that. See that? Oh, I like all the blue on here. I really do. Okay, so what straw am I going to use? I'm going to use, I guess I'll use that one because it has the, I kind of like these too because it's quite a bit of red, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to glue my straw to my rosette. And of course, I pinch the edge. And I am going to use this right here. Okay, and then I'm going to put my pinched edge and I'm going to wedge that in there. And I kind of hold it down so that it doesn't become too open there on that side. Okay, now let's see. Yep, that is good. Okay, I'm going to glue, and all this is just the a punch, 1.5 inch punch, white, from a piece of packaging. So I'm just gonna glue that to the back just to cover that up. So I am going to flip it over and hold it down. That way it's not so bulky, you know, it's not so bumpy, and it'll be flat from the back. Okay, then I am going to take my gold piece and I'm going to put it right in the center because that's what I decided that I think I wanted. Okay, that will be right there in the center, and I'm going to just hold that down. Yep, that's as centered as it's going to get. Okay, so that is centered. It's pretty close. Now I'm going to take my star and I'm going to put it right in the center, right there. So I'm going to put glue in the center, and I am going to put it right here. Make sure it's centered. Yep, that's where I wanted. And again, I could have straightened these edges, but I decided that for the sake of this video, so it doesn't go so long, I left it that way. And I'm going to take my little plastic piece here, put a little, like I could have used a doily, a small doily or something like that in the center, just to add more white to it, but that is good for me. Yep, look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. And then, you know, you can add you can add a bow, you can add, I don't have any seam binding. If you guys know where to get seam binding at a good price, let me know, because I don't have any. So I would probably use red, white, and blue seam binding, or you can just use, you know, regular trim, you know, red, white, and blue ribbon or something. And I may still do that. I may go out and get some, but I wanted to make this video just so you guys could see how pretty that is. Okay, so anyway, here are the other ones that I've made. I had fun today making them, and here is one that I added stars to. I added some sequin stars to that, and for this, I've been using the Recollections mixed media adhesive, and you know, things stick pretty well. So there's that one, and this one does not have the straight edge, because I kind of like this look better. But yeah, this I didn't have a whole lot of blue paper, so I had 2 strips and I used it on this one. And all I did for this one was, of course, I used an edge die, and I went ahead and put it through the machine, so it came out like that. Of course, we all know that trick. And I used semi-white flowers, but I like that one too. And then this one was the very first one that I did. I don't have really this dark blue ink, so after I colored that and put it on there, I was just like, oh man, that doesn't look very good, but it is what it is, and I have made them. And And yeah, getting ready for the 4th of July. Guys, y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like the video, and let me know where I can get some seam binding. I know I've seen some seam binding that is not elasticy, so it's not stretchy. That's what I'm looking for. Ladies, if you are subscribed, thank you and welcome back. Y'all have a great day.